Hello friends, welcome to my channel InfoCircum. This is Gyan Rastogi and today I am going to explain you about SUIM transaction code, where I will give you the brief about SUIM code, what is the purpose of SUIM code, how we use this T code, and followed by some questions which will help you to understand the concepts in more details. As a part of audit or security activities, we may need to get active user IDs, roles, profiles, change document, etc. And to get those details, we need to use many reports in ABAP system. For example, RSUSR 002 is a report for a user selection by complex criteria. Likewise, there are also several other reports which we can't remember all the reports. Hence, SAP gave all the reports execution options together in a single transaction, that is SUIM. The SAP T-code SUIM is one of the most popular T-codes in SAP among security and authorizations, particularly because it summarizes many different SAP authorization aspects in one place. Although SUIM stands for User Information System, but it's commonly used to find answer to authorization related questions. Such questions like who has access to the specific T code, which employees can access company code, etc., can easily and quickly be answered using with the help of T code SUIM. Let me show you how to use this. Now I'm executing transaction code SUIM. In general, SUIM, using SUIM, you can view SAP authorization in many ways. So these are the selection criteria which we can extract using the corresponding nodes like users, roles, profile, authorizations, transaction. We can also do comparisons and we can also find out the change document from here. I will explain you some of them and you can use the same logic on others too. Like I am explaining you first about the user. The user node will be used to extract the list of users based on our selection criteria. Now we have to focus on this users by complex selection criteria. I'm coming to first I'm coming to the user IDs. I will explain you the complex selection criteria at the end. So now coming to this user ID, we can find out the list of users with the help of this by user ID. So these all are the selection criteria that with the help of which we can find out the list of users. Like we can give the user as like USR star. So it will give the list of the users which are having the initials user. See, you can find the list of user here, their full name and the authorization group that they have assigned. Currently they are not having any authorization group, the logged status, reason of their logged, and the user type of the users. So we can so you can find out the list of user like this. You can also find out the list of users with the help of the group of their authorizations. Like I have created only one authorization group here, the term. So you will find out, this will help you to find out the list of user who are having the authorization group for authorization as term. Now execute this. See, here is only one user that are assigned with the group term. Okay. Now coming to by role. Here you can find out the list of user who are having the specific role assigned. Like I am just taking the list of user as this. Let me select the role first. Now I'm suppose I'm selecting this ZSE 16. So it will show the list of all the users who are currently having ZSE16 role assigned within. See, these all are the users who are having the role ZSE16 assigned, and the rest of the field are the same. Their full name, logged. If the user is logged or not, it is showing here. The reason of their logged and the type of user. The rest of the thing is same. Now coming to the profiles, you can also find out the list of users who are having the specific profile assigned within. Suppose I'm finding out the list of users who are having the SAP all profile. See, these all are the users who are assigned with the SAP all profile. Okay, so the same you can do with the authorization, or by authorization you can find out the list of users by their authorizations. You can also find the list of users with the help of their authorization values, their transactions. Now coming to the users by complex selection criteria. So basically this is the combination of all these things, all these nodes. Like we can use the we can find out the list of users with their user ID, roles, profile, authorization just in a one go with the help of using the complex selection criteria. See, here you can find the list of user. Here you can find the list of all the users with a specific group for authorization. And now at this point you can see the type of user, which type of user it is, list of the user uh, with the specific user type, the security policy, the selection by log. Like we can find out the list of user with the user log status as administrator or the incorrect logon attempts. So let me give you the example. Now I am selecting the user. I just need to find out the user list with the initial user. Okay. Now I am setting the user type as dialog user, and now I am setting the user log as set. So now what is the meaning of this? It will give the list of all the users who are the user type as dialog, and the cell and if they are if the user log is set as administrator, means if the user is logged by administrator, so it will also give that. See, no user is in the system which are matching this criteria. So let me set the lock as not set, means no user with the initial this is logged. See, these are the list of user who are not logged as an administrator, and the user type of that those users are as dialog user, and the initials are user. This user is logged, and the reason of log is failed logon attempts. So I'll also show you this. Like you can set the password log status as incorrect logon attempt. So I'm just making is at set. Now you'll find the single user which are having the failed logon attempt. So what it is showing? It is showing like it will give the list of all the users who are having the initial as user, and the user type of all those user must be dialog. And all those users who are having the user type dialog are not set as a administrator log, but can be set as an incorrect logon attempt. So this will give you the list of all those users. Okay. Now coming to the roles, the same thing we can apply over here as well. This will give I'm in the last I will come back to this. The purpose of this complex selection criteria will be the same as in the role, like it will be the combination of all these things, all these nodes. Like it will be the combination of role name, user assignment, profile assignment, everything uh, we can just use by selection complex criteria. And find we can find the roles with the help of all these things in a one go. So now selecting the role name. So this will give the list of all the roles which are having the initial as Z star. I'm setting as Z star here. This will give the list of all the roles which are having the initial as Z star. Okay. You can also find out the list of single roles if there is any composite role. So it will also show it to you. Now by user assignment. So this will give you the list of all the roles that is assigned to that specific user. Suppose I am just giving you the list of I am just select giving it as user 1. So it will display the list of all the roles which are assigned to the user 1. See, these all are the 133 roles that is assigned to the user 1. And suppose we can also select this one as well. Like it will give the list of all the roles that without user assignment, means this will give the list of all those users which are not assigned to any of the user. See, there are lots of users that are not assigned to any of the users. So similarly, the things are like we can find out the transaction list of the roles with the specific transactions. We can find out the role with the help of the specific profile assignment. Like I'm giving the profile as SAP underscore all, so it will give the roles list of the roles. So nothing is showing here. So here we can we can give the profile name that we can find out the list of the roles with a specific profile, because every we know that every role is specific to the every profile. So we can just select the profile over here and we can get the list of the roles. Now coming back to roles by complex selection criteria. This is I told you that this is the combination of all the nodes that we have just seen. Like we can I'm just setting it as Z star. This will give the single role and composite role. I can also find out the list of user with the list of the roles that are assigned to the specific user, such as user 1. The profile name is set as SAP all, but for now I am removing it because it will not show anything here. Object, like I am giving the object as S underscore T code. So like SU01, I am giving the transaction code as this. Now executing. See, no role is fine with this selection criteria. Like no role is finding over here as where that is assigned to the user 1 and which are having the transaction code as SU01. If I am going to remove this and I am just setting it S underscore T code and I'm giving the S star here. See, only one role is assigned. Only one role is assigned to that user, which have the initial as Z star. Okay, so you can then find out the list of the profiles with the help of these nodes. Like we can find out the list of profiles with the help of the authorization values, their last change, and by role we can find the list of profiles. You can also use the same logic into this profile as well. Similarly, we can find out the list of the transactions which are executable for the user, which are executable for the role. So these are the thing that we can just find with the help of the SUIM transaction code. Now coming to this comparison, this is also the this is also very beneficial for SAP guy. Like uh, like the SAP guy can compare the users, compare the roles, and compare the profile and authorization. Let me show you how they do it. Here we can just compare the user 1 and user 2. What is the difference between the user A and user B? Like I'm giving here user 1, here I'm giving user user 5. Okay, just I'm just giving it a user as Rajiv. See, this is showing this is the difference between these two users. This is the object that is assigned to both the user. Like this object is exists with the user 1 and with the user with Rajiv as well. This object is also exists with user 1 and with Rajiv as well. So by this way you can find out the we can just find the comparison between the two users. These are the comparison status. Like here it is showing as green and the other comparison status is red and yellow. So what it basically shows, the red one and the yellow one, if the status is red instead of this green, like here, suppose it must have a red status. So what it means, that it means that if the red is with Rajiv, so it means that the object is missing with Rajiv but it is existing with the user 1. So you can just go to that and you can just check and you can just maintain accordingly. And suppose if the status of the Rajiv is yellow, so it means that this particular authorization object exists with Rajiv, but it has some missing values. So you can compare those missing values and you can maintain in Rajiv as well. You can also do these things with the user, that you can also compare the users, you can also compare the profile, you can also compare the authorizations. And the last thing, you can also compare the user A and user B across the system. You just have to select this and you have to give the system name, logical system name over here, and for the user A and for user B you can just give the logical name in like here. So, and with the help of this you can just compare the user A and user B between the different system as well. I cannot show you the example over here because currently there is no system at all, no logical system other than this, so I cannot explain you with the example. But you can just put a logical name here with respect to user A, and with respect to user B you can put the logical name here, and you can just find out the list of users. Sorry, you can just compare the user between the two systems. So same as you can do with the role, you can just compare the role between the system with the help of this. You can just give the logical name for system A with respect to the role A, and you can for the B you can just give put the logical name with respect to role B. Now there are some frequently asked questions. This will help you to understand the things in more detail. Like I'm going to show you the list of all the nodes, a list of all the users roles, like according to these questions one by one. Like with the first question, that we let's find out the list of users who have the access to SU01. Now go to the system. See what we have to get with this. We have to find out the list of users. Okay, so we have to go to the node user. Now coming to this, we can find out the list of users with the help of these nodes, but I will be preferring here as a complex selection criteria because it will contain all the things in this complex selection criteria. So we can find with the help of using the single one. So what we have to do, we have to find out the list of users who are having the access to SU01. Okay, so now SU01. Now go to authorization. Now give the authorization as s underscore t code. Now give the transaction code as SU01. So it will give the list of all the users who are having the transaction code SU01. See, these are all the users who are having the authorization of SU01. Okay. Let me also show you with the help of other node as well. Like I am going to show you this example with this node as well. Like you can just go to the transaction authorization. You can just only enter the SU01 and you will get the list of all the users like this. Okay. So we can find all the things in the complex selection criteria. So I will be preferring to do with the help of this. Okay, I'll just get the all the list with the help of complex selection criteria only. Now, coming to the second question, like find out the list of users who have access to s underscore GUI authorization object with activity 60. Okay, so we have to find out the list of users. So we a list of users who are having s underscore GUI. So we have to go to here. We have to enter s underscore GUI. Now, activity 60. So it will give the list of all the users who are having the authorization object as s underscore GUI with activity 60. See, these all are the users who are having the s underscore GUI authorization object with activity 60. If we remove activity 60, then it will give the list of all the users who are having s underscore GUI authorization object with all the activity having within it. Okay. Now the third question. Find out the list of users who are logged. Okay, so we can just go to this user log. So we can find out the list of all the users who are logged with the administrator or who are logged with the incorrect logon attempt. We can find out all these things. We can also find out all the users with the administrator or password logs, and with the we can also find out list of users without logs as well. So I'm just giving you the example, like if the user is logged by administrator, so it will give the list of all those users. See, only one user is there who are logged with the administrator, who is logged by the administrator, and the user type is dialog. Okay, okay, let's do it like list of all the users who are logged with the incorrect logon attempts. So we can also find out that. See, these two are the users who are logged with the incorrect logon attempt. Now coming to the fourth question, like find out the list of roles with a T code SU01, SU10, PFCG, SU53. So here we have to find out the list of roles. So first we need to go to the node role. Now I'm coming to the complex selection criteria. Now we have to find out the list of roles with the T code SU01, SU10, PFCG, SU53. Like here I am giving all the T codes like SU01, SU10, PFCG, SU53. No roles are present with these combinations. Let me remove SU53. See, these 7 are the role with the combination of SU01, SU10, PFCG. Okay. Now, we can also find the list of all roles which gives access to the authorization values as tabu dis, as tabu nam. Okay, so we are going to find out the list of all the roles which are having as tabu dis and as tabu nam authorization object. So for that, let's remove these things first. Now enter in the object authorization object column. We just enter s tabu nam. We can also give the specific activity and a specific table name as well. I'm just leaving it blank for now. See, these all are the role which are having the authorization object as tabu nam. I'm giving the activity as 3 here. Like it will show the list of all the roles which are having the authorization object as tabu nam with display only activity, not the other one. These all are the roles with a display activity only. Now I'm giving it the create activity. Let's see how many roles are there. Only 2 roles are there with the create activity. So similarly we can also find out for stabu dis as well. Like I'm giving the activity as 01. See, these all are the role which are having the authorization object established is with create activity only. With create activity, and other activity must also be present in it. But for create, these all are the authorization objects. So thank you so much, guys. This is all for today.